Can words hurt? The answer is yes. Words are like an arm, scary to hear or feel. For example, making jokes for an obese, anorexic, short, tall, girl, boy, and different races. God, that feels like a shotgun. That feels like a bullet going inside your heart. Life's like a boomerang. If you throw it good, it's going to turn good. If you throw it bad, you know which way it's going to turn. Just try to feel the hurt which one kid gets when he gets bullied. He thinks that he's not good enough. He thinks that his word will end. No, everyone is good inside. Even that bully, which he thinks he's strong. He has a weakness. He's scared if he's going to get hurt, and he prefers to hurt others before himself.
So, I chose the topic coronavirus. Coronavirus is a bad disease that has spread all over the world already. In Albania, there have not been so many dead, while in fact there are over 4,000 people. Shkodra is in a second place for cases of infections. In the first place for cases is Tirana, Shkodra second, and Durrës in third place. Some Albanian doctors have gone to help Italia. I am very sorry that many people have died in Italia. Peace be upon those who have died. We hope to find as many as possible vaccine quickly to remove this disease because we are really upset by this situation. We miss a lot of daily life, school, friends. I hope the situation passes as soon as possible and without harm. Thank you.
We should always be certain and face the unknown. Today's topic is called Into the Unknown because it aims to show people to believe in themselves even in the hardest moments and to find out the unknown. So life gets very hard sometimes and it is really normal. But what should we do in these cases? We should only believe in ourselves. That this way we should lead ourselves to a river called River of Unknown, which it tells us who we really are and what to do in the hardest moments. This is what we need to do. We should only need to be ourselves and to be self-confident. We should dive deep in the sound of self-confidence, but not too far or we will drown into jealousy. This is the way we can be a really good person in life and successful. The unknown is like a mirror of memory which remembers every person and its quality, like if you are good or bad, special, cruel or kind, anything, it remembers anything. You should only listen to the unknown and not to be afraid, not to be weak. You should face it and go there, not to be afraid what will happen. You shouldn't think about the consequences, just go in there. What will happen. You can do anything. That is the way that you will really be someone in life. You should face the hardest moments to show people who you really are. You will never be a good person if you are only crying and angry at things which you can't achieve. You can achieve anything if you only believe in this river and go there, dive in there, but not too far. You should just face it, and then you will find prize, which can be sometimes very good or very bad. And this river is the river of truth, and we all know the truth sometimes hurts. But if you are a really good person, then this river will not hurt at all for you. It will be a better future for you. This is the way we should always think things. and not negativity but positively, and sometimes we don't need to think at all for some things. We need to only dive in there and face what life has for us. That is the only thing we can achieve something in life without being hurt. We shouldn't be torn about anything, even though most of us are torn. We shouldn't be like that. We should only be certain about what we are, what we feel, and what we do. We should be certain for everything. And it is true that some things never change, so we should believe in that things who never change, because they will lead us to the river, to the magic river, to mother of memory, which can tell us who we really are in our life. And we should dive into this river of unknown to make the impossible possible and to show the world who we really are. And it doesn't matter our age or
How to encourage yourself to be successful. I think that all of us, all people have dreams. And yes, we want to achieve all those dreams. But how can we? Maybe for some of you, it seems almost impossible to start working to achieve them. But you can. I think the key is being encouraged and motivated to do that. Because when you are motivated, you start working harder, and then you go to the top. Moreover, I think that we can achieve success just by encouraging ourselves. For example, if you have started learning a language like English, it's your top priority to learn to speak it. And why not speak it fluently? And later, that necessity of knowing it and maybe wanting to learn it motivates you to work harder on learning that language. In the end, you'll be like, wow, did I really learn it so fast? Now I can speak fluent English. And yes, you shouldn't be surprised because, well, you motivated yourself and then you achieved it, you did it. So the point is, how do we encourage ourselves? Personally, I like to be based on a few steps, maybe even keywords, because when we're able to face those challenges, we can easily become more and more self-motivated. Firstly, I'd like to mention the first keyword, community. That's because when you're considering to start working on something, there might be people who agree or disagree, and then you might have your doubts on starting to do that activity. So actually, community can influence our thoughts. In this case, it's good to consider other people's thoughts, but never let go of what you really want to do. Because when people say that you're not able to do it, you lose your motivation, you're not encouraged, and you stop working. And then you might not achieve that much. For example, if you want to start a ballet course and your friends and your relatives say you shouldn't, you will lose your motivation and you won't achieve that much. Therefore, that's why it's better to stay motivated and not be influenced by other people's opinion. Secondly, it is also related to self-concept because it is actually what you think about yourself that encourages you to do more and more. All that matters, in fact, is your self-concept. If you think you are capable of doing that thing, then you are most likely to achieve it, since you have been motivated and encouraged to do that. On the other hand, if you don't believe you can do it, it is most unlikely to be able to do it. Your motivation also depends on your thoughts about yourself, as other people might say anything, but your encouragement may also come from your confidence and your self-concept. For example, last year I started a guitar course. It was the first time I ever practiced a music instrument. And it was hard. I didn't know I was talented in music, so it was also a way of understanding what I could do. In fact, in the beginning, I didn't do much progress. That's because I didn't know if I was good at music, and I always thought I'm not good enough. Then I just lost motivation. But my parents actually said that even though you're not sure you can do it, you are actually capable of doing anything. And in fact, we all are. We can all do it. And I realized that I needed to think I could achieve it. So slowly I started to become better, and my teacher started saying, "Well done, great job. You're becoming more and more advanced in the guitar lessons." And that leads us to our last point, progress. It is also important because when you see yourself in progress, achieving more and more every day helps you to keep on being encouraged. Progress is actually the result of all of your motivation and all your hard work, which again helps you achieve more. Hearing good words from your teachers, thinking that you can do something else just like the one you did before, gets you higher and higher. And actually, you see that there is a difference between years ago and now, because that motivation led you to progress. Another example is learning a foreign language. I actually go to French course. All of it started with a simple bonjour, comment ça va? And then I started being more and more and more advanced. Seeing the progress I made, believing I could do more, motivated me and helped me learn it. Then I got motivated to learn even more languages. I started learning Italian. Then, a year later, I started learning German. And that's all thanks to self-motivation. We can all achieve our dreams because, in fact, motivation leads to progress, and then progress leads to success. Thank you for watching.
The situation that we are now from coronavirus. Nowadays, our healthcare is so important because a serious infection is around us. And to be protected from that infection, we need to stay at home and have a perfect healthcare. We need to start the healthcare from ourselves and then to encourage the others to do the same thing like us. But the situation that we are now can be boring for many people that stay at home, which are locked for many days, I think a month. A month or two. Many psychologists say that to be fun, to be with humor in home, you need to do many activities like reading books, playing, drawing, dancing, seeing television, or anything else. That infection is so dangerous because it makes many victims, and to stop increasing that number, we need to stay all at home and have a perfect health care. On that situation, the heroes are not Spider-Man or Superman, but doctors and nurses, the police and scientists. Doctors and nurses are the most risk people because they help the people which have that infection. They might lose their life from that doing that work. And scientists are also heroes too because they are working hard to find a medicine that defeats that infection. And together we can defeat that infection and make a big victory by staying at home and have a perfect health care.